Hello students, last class we have discussed with the scientific notation and the four operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division using scientific notation. Now the next part is to know something about rounding of the non-significant figures. Whenever you are reporting a reading in terms of significant figures, the last digits are to be deleted, and there are three rules which you need to remember how to round off the given answer in terms of significant figures. That itself is called as rounding of non-significant figures. Now the first rule, let us look to the rule 1. If the final result reported 12.06 must be reported only up to one decimal place. After point, if it is to be reported only up to one decimal place, then the last digit 6 is to be deleted. So the last digit 6 must be deleted. Before deleting the digit 6, you should look to the previous digit. If the digit to be dropped is greater than 5, now 6 is greater than 5. If the digit to be dropped is greater than 5, then you should add 1 to the preceding digit. Preceding digit is that digit which comes before. So you should add 1 to the preceding digit, so that you will report your answer as 12.1, because the digit to be deleted 6 is greater than 5. If the digit to be deleted is greater than 5, then add 1 to the preceding digit. That itself is the first rule. Now coming to the second rule. Now if 12.123 is to be reported only up to 4 significant figures, then the digit to be dropped is 3. Look to the preceding digit. Now if the digit to be dropped is less than 5, here 3 is less than 5. If the digit to be dropped is less than 5, then don't make any changes in the preceding digit. Keep it as it is. So if the digit to be dropped in 12.123 is 3, then your final answer will be 12.12. If the digit to be dropped is less than 5, don't make any change in the preceding digit. Keep it as it is, and you will report it as 12.12. This is the second rule for rounding of the non-significant figure. Now coming to the third rule. First rule is greater than 5. Second rule is less than 5. What if the digit to be dropped is 5? Then two options are there. Look to this value 6.25. If the digit to be dropped is 5, then don't make any change in the preceding digit. Here is 2. Don't make any change in the preceding digit and report it as it is. So here it is 6.2 when the preceding digit is even. So 2 is an even digit. So you are not going to make any change. You will report it as 6.2. If the digit to be dropped is 5 and the preceding digit is odd, here 3 is now odd digit, then add 1 to the preceding digit. If the digit to be dropped is 5 and its preceding digit is odd, then add 1 to the preceding digit. So you will report the answer as 6.4. If you add 1 to 3, it becomes 4. So it will be 6.4. I'll repeat the third rule. If the digit to be dropped is 5, no change is made in the preceding digit if it is even, and plus 1 is added to the preceding digit if it is odd. This is the third rule. Now let us look to the four operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of significant figures. Suppose coming to addition. Now the values given here are 3.52 plus 2.3 plus 6.24. After adding all these three values, you will get the final answer as 12.06. Right? Now here in case of 12.06, there are 4 digits totally. And remember, whenever you are writing the final answer, it should have as many digits as they are present in the smallest value given. Of the 3.52, there are 3 digits, 2.3 has only 2 digits, 6.24 has 3 digits. So the value having the least number of digits is 2.3. Right? That is, after decimal there is only one place. So your final answer to be reported must also contain only one place after the decimal. Look to the value here, 12.06. How many digits are there? There are 2 decimal places. But the rule says there should be only one decimal place. Now you have to round off this 12.06 by deleting the last digit 6. Look to 6, it is greater than 5. As the rule for rounding off says, if the digit to be dropped is greater than 5, add 1 to the preceding digit. So you will add 1 to the preceding digit 0 and you will report the final answer as 12.1. So this is addition. Coming to the operation subtraction. The value taken here is 23.4730 minus 12.11. So the value will be 11.3630. Out of the 2 values given here, the first value contains 4 decimal places. Second is 12.11 is having only 2 decimal places. So your final answer also must contain only 2 decimal places. So what are the digits to be deleted? 0 and 3. Now look to the last digit to be dropped. It is 3, which is less than 5. If the digit to be dropped is less than 5, no change is made in the preceding digit. And you will report the final answer as 11.36 by deleting 3 and 0. This is one example for subtraction. I am taking one example each for the operations. You can carry out as many problems, solution as you can. Okay. Now coming to the next one, multiplication. 2 values I have taken. 2.5 into 1.25. When you multiply these 2, the answer will be 3.125. Look to the values given here. 2.5 has only 1 decimal place. 1.25 has 2 decimal places. But your final answer must have only 1 decimal place. Lowest decimal places are to be selected in the values given. So in the final answer 3.125, there should be only 1 decimal place, means you should delete 5 and 2. Now the last digit to be deleted will be 2. So if the digit to be deleted is less than 5, 2, then don't make any change in the preceding digit and you will report the final answer as 3.1 by simply deleting 2 and 5. Your final answer will be 3.1. Now coming to the operation division. 2 values are given. 4.2211 divided by 3.76. Now the first 4.2211 contains 4 decimal places. 3.76 contains only 2 decimal places. So therefore your final answer must have only 2 decimal places. After dividing these 2, you will get the answer as 1.12263. So you should report it only up to 2 decimal places. That indicates digits 3, 6 and 2 are to be deleted. Now the last digit to be deleted is 2, which is less than 5. If the digit to be deleted is less than 5, then don't make any change in the preceding digit. And you will report the final answer as 1.12 by deleting 2, 6 and 3 or rounding of the last digits. This is division operation. Hope this concept and rules for rounding of non-significant figures is clear to you all. So this is regarding in detail about uncertainty in measurement, scientific notation and significant figures along with their rules. Try to solve as many problems on this and become perfect in this concept. Now let us move to the next part of the same topic, some basic concepts of chemistry, that is called as dimensional analysis. Now this dimensional analysis is also called as factor label method, or it is also called as unit factor method. In case of dimensional analysis, one set of units are converted into another set. In the conversion factor which is to be used in order to obtain a conversion factor, the magnitude of one physical quantity is to be converted will be placed in the numerator, whereas in the denominator that will be the one which is already given. This is something regarding dimensional analysis or unit factor method or factor label method. Conversion factor is nothing but it is equal to the ratio of magnitude of the same quantity, physical quantity, in two different units of measurement. We will be taking two different units of measurement. Now in order to obtain a conversion factor, the magnitude of the physical quantity to be converted is placed in the numerator. It is placed in the denominator, and that of the desired unit is placed in the numerator. Desired unit should be in the numerator and the denominator will be having the quantity to be converted. Now I will solve one or two examples so that this concept becomes easy for you all. Suppose if I take a piece of metal which is 4-inch long. So a piece of metal is 4-inch long. What is its length in centimeter? So you should find its length in centimeter. You should know the conversion factor. What will be the conversion factor there? We know that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. This you should know. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Now if I divide 1 inch by 2.54 centimeter, the value which I get will be 1. And it is same as 2.54 centimeter divided by 1 inch. So for 4 inch it will be 4 inch into conversion factor. 4 inch into the conversion factor. So which is the conversion factor to be used according to the definition? The unit which we want should be in the numerator, right? So we want it in terms of centimeter, 2.54 centimeter divided by 1 inch. Remember, units can also be cancelled, divided, multiplied, just like the other numerical part. Here inch and inch get cancelled. 4 into 2.54 will be 10.16 centimeter. I hope this concept is clear to you all. We have converted 4 inch into centimeter. So in terms of centimeter, the value of 4 inch will be 10.16. For that you should know the value of 1 inch in terms of centimeter. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Right? So I will take one more example for this. factor label method is also called as unit factor method. Now the second problem is convert 6 cubic meters into cubic centimeters. 6 cubic meters into cubic centimeters. Now what you should know here, what is 1 meter equal to? 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. I hope this concept is clear to you all. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So therefore 1 cubic meter will be equal to 100, right? I hope this is clear to you all. 100 cm raised to 3. So that 1 cubic meter will be equal to 10 raised to 6 cubic centimeter. Remember, 1 cubic meter is equal to 10 raised to 6 cubic centimeter. So therefore, the conversion factor will be 1 cubic meter divided by 10 raised to 6 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 is equal to 10 raised to 6 cubic centimeter divided by 1 cubic meter. So this is to be remembered. Now what is given in the problem? You should convert 6 cubic meter is equal in terms of cubic centimeter. So it will be 6 cubic meter into, out of these two, the required answer is in terms of centimeter cube. So you use this conversion factor, 10 raised to 6 cubic centimeter divided by 1 cubic meter. Cubic meter gets cancelled on both the sides. The answer will be 6 into 10 raised to 6 cubic centimeter will be the final answer. So we have converted 6 cubic meter into cubic centimeter, which will be 6 into 10 raised to 6 cubic centimeter. I hope this concept is clear. And now one more example I will take on dimensional analysis. Problem is, how many seconds are there in 3 days? How many seconds are there in 3 days? Now, I hope so you all know that one day has 24 hours. We know that. One day has 24 hours, right? So therefore, 1 day divided by 24 hours will be equal to 1, which is equal to 24 hours divided by 1 day, right? Now how many minutes are there in 1 hour? 1 hour has, similarly, 1 hour has 60 minutes. 1 hour divided by 60 minutes is equal to 1 is equal to 60 minutes divided by 1 hour, right? Similarly, 1 minute has 60 seconds. 1 minute has 60 seconds. So therefore, 1 minute divided by 60 seconds is equal to 1 is equal to 60 seconds divided by 1 minute. Right? What is the problem there? It is to convert 3 days into seconds. Now the unit factors are to be multiplied in a series. So the required value is in terms of 3 days, right? So write 3 days into, days must be cancelled. So therefore days must come in the denominator. So 24 hours divided by 1 day. Into, now what is to be cancelled? Hours is to be cancelled. So this you should take 60 minutes divided by 1 hour. Right? Now minutes is to be cancelled. So you take this unit factor in series. 60 seconds divided by 1 minute. So cancel day, hour, minute. and the final answer will be in terms of seconds. The final answer is 259 200 seconds. So the value is 259 200 seconds. So we have converted 3 days into seconds. So these are a few examples on dimensional analysis. Hope the concept is clear to you all. Try to solve more problems on this so that you will understand it better. You can ask for any doubts or queries based on this. So whatever I have dealt today and the problems, kindly revise them and write the material which will be posted to you all on this concept. I would like to stop here, students, and continue in the next class. Thank you.